I've never watched a movie that is ever been so incredibly boring. Now I know I'm going to get super hated for this and I'm probably going to get assassinated by the end of this video, but waiting for something that's felt like 10 years only for it to be so bad, I just had to give my review on it. I mean, whoever gave Mario movie the green light was a bad idea.
It's a Mario.
Knowing that the cast of the actual Mario and Luigi had to take alcohol to make them actually feel alive when they had to record it was actually... Wait, what?
Hey mate, what are you doing? That's the wrong script.
Wrong one.
Oh, what? That's the wrong...
Yeah, that's the wrong script, man.
Wait, so... Wait. Hang on a minute. Wait. Wait. After what has felt like 10 decades, probably even more, is that I have finally have a dedicated space for this movie and for this movie to go suck it. It's actually mental where I'm living in a world where I can actually watch these video games that are so nostalgic and make me feel so genuinely happy. Both Mario and Sonic have made their own movies. There's also a Nintendo theme park as well.
Yeah, sorry about that, Sega.
I think we finally realised that we can do more game movies that don't seem impossible, and definitely the Mario movie is absolutely one of them. Not to forget Sonic and Last of Us and other future projects. This will be spoiler free, and I know that the movie's come out like 2 weeks ago, but still, for the people who haven't watched it, this is for you personally. So you don't have to worry about any major plot points and cameos and other stuff that you don't really want to hear. Also, to mention that I'm not really a movie like review guy. I only just play Mario games, so it just felt fitting to, you know, review the Mario movie, seeming as it's probably one of my favorite movies so far, and probably someone else's as well. So if you do enjoy it, I suggest you do click that little red subscribe button. It helps me out so much, and it helps me produce more content like this as well. Personally, I have to say this movie is aimed at kids, and they definitely would probably most likely watch it, but it kind of also mainly aims at the people who have played these recent games, and it definitely 100% success to those people. But after this movie, what we shouldn't do is make new viewers, make them feel alienated and don't feel like they belong in this Mario franchise of all the community. To start with, the movie is absolutely stunning. Every setting is way better than the first you've seen in the movie, and it's definitely probably one of Illumination's more successful movies, and this is definitely going to make Illumination seem more successful and probably more viewed on other new viewers. Colours and details are so fitting. The costume designs when they were first released seemed a bit raw on, but they're definitely grown on me, and most likely definitely grown on you by now. The entire 90 minutes of the movie is absolutely gobsmacking, and it makes you feel like you want to watch more, and they want to keep releasing the movie as fast as they can, because you just feel like they're not going to do enough, I guess. And they definitely don't have a shortage of Mario's 3 decades of video games. It's just so bizarre. I caught myself constantly pointing at the screen to look for references and stuff that people wouldn't really notice. So I was kind of like the lame one in the cinema. But do I really care? I don't think so. And the only reason for this is because I saw something in every scene that I knew from Mario. So that's probably going to be in my full spoiler review video, but let's just get into the sound. The sound is just one big nostalgia trip, pretty much. It just keeps grabbing your attention and making you just want to look at the screen and make you hear for the next nostalgic sound you want to hear. And it gets you on the seat every time you hear that nostalgic play, and it makes you just want to dance to your heart desires. There are so many iterations of overworld themes, deep cuts, and it just makes you want to sit in that cinema for the rest of your life until the new future Mario movies come out. There's also some licensed music in the film, so I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It was quite good, but there were some scenes with the music that just felt kind of like out of place, and I mean they weren't awful, but they just felt out of place and kind of just forced into the movie. There's also some audio music from other games as well that feel like they're just been ripped out straight from a Mario game and just make your heart melt as soon as you hear that sound. Now for the voice cast. The voice cast was alright, it wasn't too bad. I feel like they could have done a little bit more to make them seem like they are actually enjoying their character and are fully dedicated to him. Except for Kevin Michael Richardson. I kind of wanted more from Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong, but as he said in the interview,
I don't do voices, and if you want me to be in this movie, he's gonna sound like me.
Really?
so I guess we're not really gonna have more of Donkey Kong voice, but whatever. Jack Black did more brilliantly than he was actually supposed to. Chris Pratt could be decent at best. He definitely got me in the first part, but then it was just his normal voice, but it definitely kind of suited him, and for other people it probably didn't suit for him. But I'm just going to say it suited him. And now that I've heard his voice for Mario, I don't think I could ever renew my mind for another voice actor for Mario. So well done, Chris Pratt. You've made me like you just because of Mario. Now as for the story, for the pacing, there definitely were some pacing issues in the movie. But that's probably what you get from 3 decades of games just to be cramped into one small 90-minute film that you just feel like is your life, pretty much. While this is also Mario and Luigi's origin story, so it's definitely more cramped after that when you think specifically of Mario and Luigi and how they actually got to the Mushroom Kingdom. Also, characters meeting someone new just feels a kind of bit rushed, as they've just met them and they just get right to what they want to do after that. But I'm certainly confident in future projects they're not going to do that, and they're going to make the films a little bit slower and make the films more slower, and that was probably going to make them much more enjoyable than what the first movie was like, because this is probably already an established world already. You also have some corny illumination gaps and stuff that you don't really want to know about and don't really care, but the comedy definitely rewards itself. On the other hand, the last third of this movie is probably what you all got your brains wrapped around. I mean, my dad definitely said it the best way, as he said there aren't any boring bits and it definitely keeps your eyes strained onto the screen. Also, there is just like no downtime, so there's like no time where you just want to go to the bathroom for like half an hour and not watch the film, so because you think it's boring. Overall, the Super Mario Bros. Movie is probably one of my favourite films now, and definitely probably one of the most fun I've had in the cinema like ever. If you definitely don't have any idea what the Mario Luigi like lore is, you just have so much fun and it just keeps you so entertained during the cinema. It's an amazing family adventure, also combined with the Mario question block that also satisfy Mario fans. That sounds a bit weird, but I'm giving a review, okay? I know that sounds weird, but I've given up. But I have not had so much fun during the cinema to watch this movie in such a long time. Look, if you complain about Peach being a badass, you just need to get over it. If you really think about it, Peach has always been a badass since Mario 2. I know that was like a dream world, but still, it's nice to know that you could play as Peach and you could actually do stuff other than her just getting kidnapped every 24/7, non-stop. Bowser taking her away. She doesn't do anything except stand there. I mean, yes, the Mario movie isn't the most perfect Mario movie, just like the first Sonic movie trailer. Also, this movie definitely retakes a rewatch. There are a ton of Easter eggs and definitely more nostalgic stuff than you could possibly imagine, and this is all you would definitely miss on the first watch. And it's definitely something for everybody, like a 15-year-old Mario fan like me, or like a brand new viewer who has just watched the Mario movie and now is dedicated to that space of video games. Now, I'm definitely going to sound biased for this, which I am in every situation you could possibly imagine. This movie made me on the edge of my seat and made me feel so warm and cozy that I felt like I belonged in that cinema and that Mario movie. You can also kind of tell Miyamoto that was very precise, or kind of precise of this movie. This is also probably why, because he was just sleeping through Illumination Studios. Because this is definitely a way of Miyamoto's love to his fans and just the Mario franchise all in general. Now, make sure you stick around to the end, because there are mid and end credit scenes that are highly recommended and you should also 100% watch, especially the end credit scene. So if I'm going to do another review on this, I definitely have to give it a rating right now. So I would give it probably an 8 out of 10. Now, the only reason I say this is because they could have done a little bit more and they could have made it a little bit of a longer film, but that's just my personal opinion. Don't criticize me on it, alright? I'm sorry.